side that we want.
But it is important to top the episode and letting people know that you did just get married.
You did just get married,
and
yes.
that context of what I was saying is apparently, and I want you guys to know a little bit about our guest. You didn't have until
marriage.
Wow. And here we are. Horrible decisions, aka decisions.
I'm gonna hold you. That's like probably the craziest thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not marrying somebody without knowing what they do.
Maybe I would.
What if it was like a thumb?
But no, I'm sure you've seen it.
It was not a thumb.
But okay, so you did get to see it first.
This is. I feel like you could kind of see.
No, girl.
Oh,
I've been
wait, you
tricked.
didn't see it?
I've had
Like,
a 7-footer with a
I
little
still
one.
need to see it.
Yeah.
But I don't need to taste it. I just need to see it first.
Oh, I'm not gonna hold you. Or at least like y'all watching TV and you say, sorry for rubbing your queasy. But you gotta get the field test or something.
So I actually had an issue with a man I dated that you guys had already been having sex and that still happened?
We had sex after our wedding day. The only reason why we didn't have sex before our wedding day.
Wait.
August 18th, you wasn't.
Y'all didn't courtroom?
I was on my cycle.
Oh, y'all married now. You better do that blood. Wait one moment.
God bless women like Sarah who are virtuous. I noticed, and you will probably perhaps have seen this as well, is that when we see women like this who are on a different path in life that do things different than those who are in the world, it kind of gets laughed upon. It kind of gets ridiculed. It kind of gets judged. It gets questioned. It looks fishy. It's like, how could you do this? It's like the world is trying to fathom, how can you have a relationship and be with somebody and marry them without first having sex with them and without first having intercourse with them? How can you I need to at least have a field test. I need to at least see. Y'all haven't seen each other naked. I don't have to taste it, but I at least need to see it. Why can't we be virtuous? What is the issue there with waiting? I don't really understand it. It is because these individuals have on these cultural dark frames. They have become so blinded by Satan and by culture to let them know that sex and money is the paramount of relationships.
One thing that I want to say before we dive into why it's completely fine and normal to go ahead and wait to have sex until marriage is this. Which, if you notice, these women were very enthusiastic about talking about sex. Their lights, a light bulb in their head got a switch on. They were so enthusiastic about it. They started to be a bit loud talking about sex. Calm down. Calm down. Anyone that gets enthusiastic about a topic, that should tell you where their passions are at. I get enthusiastic talking about philosophy. I get more enthusiastic whenever I talk about God. Whenever I talk about sex, it's kind of like in a normal tone. But for these women, just right off the front, they started to like calm down. Again, it shows you where they place their values when it comes to love, when it comes to marriage or relationship. Despite if you treat me so good, if you treat me so kind, if you make me feel like a princess, if you really are marriage material, whatever the heck their standard is for that, I need to go ahead and see how you do in bed. I need to go ahead and see how you make my body feel first. Again, just wow. I was going to say something else, the hoariness of it. That's to me what it is.
Wow. You see, what a person gets excited over shows where their passion is, where their heart is. If you look at these ladies here, which one of them is married? We can really just end the episode right there to let you know that my boy he's being blessed by this already, because all it takes is to show you that the type of men that women are really pursuing and making wives are women like Sarah. the women that are traditional, the women that are virtuous, the women that have Christ within them, the women that have some discipline, that have some sort of self-control and morals and values. Those are the men that women are going after and saying, you know what, this is the woman that I want to bring home to my mom. This is the one that I want to marry. Now, the women that or like these other ones on this episode or this podcast called Decisions. Yeah, it seems like they've been making a whole bunch of bad decisions. That's what this is called. And these women are going to be the ones that the men go after, and they're going to just be there for a good time to satisfy their flesh. But when a man is looking to build a life with somebody, he's not going to look towards women with those sorts of mindset. And we're not bashing those women at all. We're just saying that the men are not going to go after those that have on these culture dark frames. They're going to go after women like Sarah, who they have as seen wifely qualities within her, because she is a wife already, not because she has a ring on her finger, but she's a wife because of how she conducts herself. The Bible says that when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. He found her and she was already a wife because of her character, the way that she conducted herself. Those are the women that men are going to go after, not women like those. So be mindful of who you follow and listen to, ladies.
Amen. You know, what I've noticed, Bishop, is that in my conversations on dates with women, I like to, or them, for some reason, it's always the women who I'm so you with, they like to transition into talking about sexual ethics. And I'm quite excited for that, but not in the way that they were. Oh, yay, sex. Yay, 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 yay. So happy, so excited to talk about it. But excited in a way in which, what are your thoughts about sexual ethics? Now, I've noticed that the good women in my life who I've had the blessed opportunity to be with, they were very aware of the potency, of the meaningfulness, of the ethics surrounding sex. That is how I knew this is a good woman. This is a good girl. Now, I'm not going to explain the philosophy around sexual ethics. That's going to be a whole series that we hope we can do one day. But nonetheless, if you know what I'm talking about, then you know. If you notice that the women who have a very shallow understanding, a very superficial way of engaging in sex, oh, it's just a feel-good thing to my body, then that kind of also shows their character. That shows their morals, I would dare to say. But it's just a quick gold nugget for you. If you want to know whether or not a woman is a good woman, ask her. Try to find a way to talk about sexual ethics. And she's all like, what do you mean by sexual ethics? Uh-oh. She may have a high body count, or she may get so excited talking about this stuff. Just keep that in mind.
You can tell that there is a difference between the two mindsets of the ladies here in this video. One that has on the culture dark frames. This is why we wear shades on the podcast, not to be cool on inside of a studio. No, but so that we can show you how a lot of people look. They're blinded and they're deceived by the enemy. And there are so many people that have on those dark frames. And if you are somebody that is like Sarah, who is waiting and who is wanting to do things the right way and following God's word and doing those things, because you do know that Sarah is a Christian woman. She is a virtuous woman. She is a traditional woman. To have those sorts of morals and values in her life, she absolutely has Christ within her, which is why she is able to restrain. That is why she's able to resist those temptations. That is why she is able to look at somebody not just for sex and not just look at somebody for what they can do for her financially, but to find somebody that is an actual husband and to see, okay, this is somebody that I can think about starting a family with and building a life with and a legacy with. That is the difference between her and the other women on this podcast here, is that they have on two different mindsets. And when you are dealing with people that are coming against you because you are deciding to be a Christian, or because you are deciding to follow Jesus and you are wanting to follow and live his word and obey it, you're going to have people that are not going to understand. Let them not understand. Let them clown you. Let them laugh at you. It's okay. The Bible tells us that we will be persecuted for righteousness' sake. So it's okay. Don't back down. down because of people coming against you or wanting to question what it is that you're doing for God. Stay on the right path. When people come against you, it is usually a sign that the enemy is coming to try to discourage you and to get you off track. But I applaud Sarah because she stood 10 toes down. She defended her views, defended why it was that she was on that path in her life and why she chose to do what it was that she did. She didn't bash them. Oh, well, ladies, this is what's wrong with y'all, and I'm better. She didn't sit on a high horse. No, and she didn't allow anyone to bring her down from where she is. She has her own convictions, her own morals, her own values that she adhered to, and they cannot be shaken or moved because of what culture says about because of what anybody else says. And that's the problem with a lot of Christians nowadays, is that we have morals and beliefs, but then when other people come along and try to knock them, we get off course and then we want to follow so much of the world. But if you want something different, which Sarah has, you've got to do something different. You don't want normal, because normal is divorce. You don't want normal because normal is just being a single parent left off, alone. That's normal in society nowadays. The broken homes, that's normal nowadays. But if you want something different, you got to do something different.